Hi, this is Ms. Dixon. I'm going to help you with your 12th grade course request worksheet. Please fill this out with a pencil and please write clearly so that I can read your name and your request. At the top you'll see that there's a place to put your name and then there's a place to put your career interest. If you know what you want to major in college after you graduate, go ahead and put that there. Or if you know what career you want, go ahead and list it. If you're not sure, that's okay. You can put unknown, or you can put some things that you're possibly thinking about. The next line is the contact email and phone number and your advisory teacher. Please make sure that you list an email and a phone number that's a good solid one that I'll be able to reach you if I need to in the evening or in the summer. The next little box talks about your English, math, science, and social studies classes and how those are determined. Those are determined by your grades, your test scores, and your teacher recommendations. Those are not going to be on this sheet today or talked about today. Those are in Aspen, and you can look at those and then we can talk about those when we meet individually. And know that your math course could change based on your final math grade and your ACT score. Remember, we're taking the ACT on March the 12th. The next area is this gray shaded area. There's a few boxes there. The first one, you need to check it if you're interested in graduating early. Again, if you're interested in graduating early, check this box and then we can sit down and talk about it when I meet with you individually, and we can look at if that is a real possibility for you. The next box talks about waiving your world language requirement. 2 foreign languages is not required for everyone to graduate. You can graduate without 2 foreign languages if you do not plan on going to a 4-year college or university. But know that if you do not take the 2 foreign language requirements, you have to take an additional elective focus in its place. So if you're not going to take the world languages, check that box, and again, we'll talk about it further when we meet individually. The next box is if you are playing sports in college, then you need to check that and know that it is your responsibility to go to the NCAA eligibility center and sign up and make sure that you are taking courses that meet those eligibility requirements. So the next area is where you're going to start listing your elective classes. So on the top line though, we need you to look at your elective focus area. And you have a handout with elective focus areas with you, and those are written in bold. And remember that everyone has to have an elective focus in order to graduate. And you have to have 3 classes in that area to meet that requirement. So list your elective focus area there. Now the next few electives, those are, you're going to choose those electives from that sheet. And if you're not quite sure what to fill out where, there are some suggestions over here on the right that maybe will help you out. It talks about, if you're going to take a foreign language, or if you need an elective focus class, or maybe you need a science class that you haven't taken yet, or another graduation requirement. Again, if you want to graduate early, you can write grad early in some of these spots. Now down here there are alternates, and you have to fill that out as well. And I know it can be tough as a senior. There's not a whole lot of classes left that you want to take, but you do need to fill that out. And in all of these, 1 through 5, and these alternates, you need to list them in the order that you most want them. Okay? Now, the next little section is Mentor 2.0. Some of you are part of that program and have been part of that program for a few years, so if you are going to continue that, then you check yes. And then you don't need to do anything with the date of the counselor meeting at this time. I will be coming to advisory classes and meeting with you individually and looking at these course selection sheets that you're working on right now, and we're going to actually put them in Aspen together, and then you will get a print out of what is actually in Aspen to take home and get a parent signature on. So again, the directions are, you basically take your elective focus handout that you were given and you write in your elective choices by the way that you want them, taking note that if you need to choose a foreign language or a course that you haven't passed yet or a course in your elective focus area, those need to be listed first. And then you have a place for alternates. Okay, so pretty simple to do. Again, we're not talking about your English, math, science, or social studies on this sheet. We're just talking about electives. I will be meeting with you all individually to go more in depth with your choices and to make sure that you are choosing classes that you need to graduate next year. So I look forward to seeing you all in advisory. Have a great day.